We're in the NCAA post-match press conference after the regional final here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, between Millikin University and Calvin College, joined by Millikin head coach Debbie Kick, and joined by senior Cassie Kingery, senior Kelsey Talkington, and junior Aaron Syverson. And Coach, could you give an opening statement on what you saw in the match out there tonight, a match that went 4 and saw Calvin get the win?
Yeah, you know, Calvin has such a storied program and such a great tradition, such a wonderful coaching staff and awesome players, and you know, to come into this facility and have, you know, so many people cheering for Calvin, and you know, from the Millikin standpoint, you know, it was kind of a hostile environment for us to try to perform, you know, but kudos to them for, you know, bringing it out and supporting their team. You know, we're in a situation that we haven't been in before. You know, we've never made a championship game of a regional before in Millikin history for volleyball, and so you know, to try to start composed and stay composed in this kind of a hostile environment, you know, it was difficult. I was super proud of us for rebounding in the third set and playing up to our potential. You know, I think the girls are, of course, going to be disappointed because they know they didn't give their best performance. However, you know, if you take this team, we were seated 4th or 5th in our conference in the preseason poll, and we won the conference. In my 16 years, we hadn't won a conference tournament before, and we did. You know, we were seated to not win our first match, and we did. Seated to not win our second match, and we did. You know, what these girls have to carry with them for their efforts this year, I'm super, super, super proud. You know, nobody likes to lose. Of course, we're disappointed, and we're disappointed that our performance wasn't at our best. You know, but got to shake Calvin's hand. They're so well coached. So you know, they've trained so hard. You know, they have so much skill. And if we get a chance in the future, we hope that we play up to our potential as well.
Sure. Calvin has been known, you know, for their serving and had a few aces early on, but it seemed like you kind of stemmed the tide there for a while. I think Calvin finished with 6 service aces. Most of them were early. Was that part of, you know, your serve receive, what allowed you to get that set 3 victory and make this a 4-setter? Yeah,
you know, we think that one of our largest strengths is our serve receive, and they definitely challenged it during the course of the whole match. But you know, once we got calmed down, our serve receive did much better. And you know, they have a couple hundred aces on the year. I think 5 of their 6 starters have over 50 aces. You know, what a tremendous serving team. They serve with such low net clearance, and you know, I mean, super serves. But we have super passing, and you know, they're a great team. But I wouldn't trade any of my players for anything. You know, they work so hard, and that's all. You know, really all I can say about that. You know, I guess on that same thing, you know, a big part of our issue today was that we had 3 aces and 11 service errors, you know, and that impacted our ability to score service points, you know, and to not get a quick side out. But, you know, they're trying to be aggressive. You know, Calvin's a great team. You got to take some risk. You know, if you low risk, you don't get any high rewards. You got to high risk, high rewards sometimes to try to, you know, win in a match like that. So.
Moving over to Cassidy, who was playing in the back row there. Just talk a little bit about playing in the regional final. A historic moment for Millikin volleyball and that accomplishment. Just your thoughts on tonight and this tournament run by your team.
Yeah, you know, I couldn't be more grateful for the opportunity I've had. You know, what a bang to be able to go out like this. And I know it's disappointing because I do feel like we didn't play up to our best ability, but I'm still very pleased once again with the season, and just, you know, to be able to go this far with the people I love most and spend the most time with is something I, you know, I'm forever grateful for, and something that I will never forget. And once again, I'm just, you know, to be coached by Coach Kick, and they kind of rescued me from my volleyball lull that I had between my freshman and sophomore year. You know, I just remember shooting her the email and going to my first open gym with them, and I couldn't be any more thankful for the opportunity.
Sure. Moving over to Kelsey here, talk a little bit about your experience, not only tonight, but just this run during your senior year and making it all the way to the regional finals. I mean, Coach talking about how you're, I think, picked to finish 5th in the conference preseason poll. It's got to This one's got to sting a little bit, but by the same token, there's got to be a lot of things that make you feel good about this year. Talk about, your experience.
We were just talking about actually before we came for this interview that, like, although like the big picture is getting the big trophy for regional championship, but along the way we also did check off a lot of other big goals that we made, like winning the conference tournament, and making it here and making it this far. And so just really, I think we just really need to look at that and accept that. And I think that's a huge thing for us, and especially for me, like just a great way to end my career, just knowing that I left my mark somehow and I didn't just go through the motions, as we say.
Yeah, sure. Aaron, 20 kills tonight, and you had a boatload last night. Just talk a little bit about getting all those swings this weekend. It seemed like you were up to the task and willing to take those big attacks. Just talk a little bit about being very busy over these last 3 days.
Honestly, I love those big kills. I love knowing that, my team can put up a good pass, my setter can put up a good ball, and then I just go and go for it. And it really helps when my team has my back and, they yell, go for it. And they're always encouraging me to just do my best and just go out. So that helps with the kills part. So.
Maybe just end up here with Coach. Just talk a little bit about your senior class and what they've meant to this program. Getting furthest that Millikin has gotten in the NCAA tournament, it's definitely got to be a hallmark for this program.
For sure. And, I guess I want to talk about all three of these ladies. With Erin first, everybody talks about how many swings she gets. She is the most amazing defensive player and serve receive, and serves so tough, like just such a complete six rotation player. And something that I have so much respect for, I saw her drive to win this weekend, like just step up to a whole nother level. And very willing to strap the whole team on her back in periods of time when we were struggling, and find a way, whether it was with a swing or with a defensive play or covering another hit or something motivational. And it's so inspiring to coach a player who works so hard to find a way. And with Kelsey as a senior, early on, Kelsey played right away when she came because we had an injury, and she kind of had an up and down. She'd have streaks where she played great, early on in her career, and then streaks where we're like, oh man, we got to keep developing, But here, I saw her step up here. She had, blocked well, some great swings. Probably one of our people here that stayed the most composed today, and that experience that she's had really showed. And Cassidy was in the CCIW, she was the player of the year, she was the MVP of the conference tournament. Like there is not a ball that is hit that she will not find a way. I mean, if she can see it, she will get to it. And just the determination and the grit. We have some other good DSs, but they're going to have to really up their game to make up for Cassidy graduating. And I'll also just say that she has the most difficult major that we have, which is nursing.
Yeah.
She tutors the rest of the nursing department students because she's the most outstanding student in the nursing department. As a human being, she's one of the most outstanding human beings that you'll ever find. And what a blessing it has been to be able to coach her.
Well, now standing year, Coach, 28 and 12, congratulations to Coach and the three players here, to all your team, and thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it.
Thank you.